I watched one of your shows where you talked about the thing that happened with Stephen A. Smith and LeBron, and you gave one of the best perspectives in terms of coming from a father perspective. You would ran up on him, but also coming from Stephen A.'s position of doing his job. Just recently, Stephen A. walked back his comments and he said, "You know what? I might have been wrong." What are your thoughts in terms of how he switched his position? Because Bronny obviously had a good game against the Bucks. What's your thoughts about that?
I mean, we ain't never put this much emphasis or focus on a 55th pick. That's his LeBron's son.
That's true.
That's true. Rightfully so at the time, we all felt like, he wasn't ready for the NBA.
Right.
I said it. But then I also took a step back and thought about it ain't even about him being ready. It's about his father having power in a white man's world to pull it off.
Bars.
And so
Bars.
just think about that.
Bars, right.
In a white man's league.
Right.
You got a black player that got enough pull and power to say, I know my son ain't good enough.
Right.
I don't give a damn. Y'all gonna draft him in. And give him $8 million.
Welcome to 80
or 80,000.
I'm your host, Moses Newsom.
And I'm your host, Big Steph Stefano Lewis in the building.
Are you living for 80 years, or do you want to take your legacy and your impact well beyond 80,000 years?
Let's find out.
Hailing from a small town in Alto, Texas, he began his comedy career in 2018, where he began to craft a loyal following, performing at grassroots clubs and small venues all throughout Texas, making his first TV appearance at MTV's Ridiculousness, headlining some of the biggest comedy tours across the United States.
Yep.
He's built a social media presence with over 2 million loyal fans. He's tuned into Trash Talk at the Bubba Dub Show.
What?
He's one of the most funniest comedians we know, with a unique blend of sports and comedy, giving life experiences to all people across the world.
Yep.
You see him on ESPN's First Take. You see them on Vlad TV, the Pivot Podcast, and now 80 or 80,000. Yeah, he's one of them on the comedy tour where Mike Epps hosting and headlining. Help me give a warm round of applause for none other than Bubba Dub.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
What's going on with you, baby?
Good, man.
Man, look, man. Let me talk to lost last night.
Oh, I'm sick right now. Sick.
Lost about 4 feet. Hey, look. Lakers defense last night. Right there. Well, listen, bro, let's get into the first question. Listen, what were your early experiences in childhood that sparked your interest into comedy today?
Well, I was always entertaining older people.
What?
Yeah, so, I'm the baby of 5 people. So all my brothers and sisters, homeboy, they all they age and older. So when they come around, I was just entertaining. So I had a very, 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 very early age of just doing comedy and making people laugh. So I say from 5 years old, I can remember I've been entertaining older people.
What?
No
That's
doubt,
dope.
no doubt,
That's
no
dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So when you think about what influenced you, you grew around comedy, you grew around trials and tribulation. What is the biggest influence that when you think about everything that influenced you, who influenced you the most when it comes to the comedy world?
My mama was a comedian, man.
Your mama?
Without the cussing, though. Without the cussing.
Right.
My mama make you laugh right now to this day.
For real?
So I would say my mom, watching my mom make people laugh and bring joy to other people. I would say my mom.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so dope that you said, because one of the skits that really took me back was when you said that you went to go, I guess your baby's mom kids pulled a gun out and you taking care of the kids. Talk to us about that. How does a baby's mom pull a gun out on you when you taking care of the kids? What does that look like?
I know. I mean, I felt the same way. It's just the way it goes sometimes, man. You stepfather or whatever, you have been raising somebody else's child. At the end of the day, that's still not your child.
That's
So
it is what it is.
Imagine getting beat up by your stepson.
What? Oh, you used to put hands on him?
I tried to. He's 15. I'm thinking, all right, boy, I'll show you something. You showed me something.
No doubt.
I moved to the basement. You can have all that shit up there.
Well, Bub, you created skits that set your career off from your personal experience. Talk to me about your decisions matter and how some of the wrong runs that you did and how some of the trials and tribulations of starting your skits impacted you in the long term.
Oh, man, I used to make videos, bro, like back before Facebook came up with this algorithm.
Right.
I would make videos, bro, if it didn't have like back then, if he didn't have like 10,000 views in 1 hour, I would delete the whole video.
You would delete the whole video?
Video, bro. Yeah, man.
So that was a standard you set for yourself.
Yeah.
Dope.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
So you set the high standard for yourself. At what point did you say, you know what? I need to add something different to take it to the next level?
Well, I just wanted to be different and growing, and you know, because everybody was at the time when I was doing any coming, everybody started wanting to do skits and this, that, and the third. But I wanted to move something that I knew that was going to stand the test of time, which was sports.
Right.
I love that everybody can't go in this damn area over here.
That's right.
You coming over here, you just trying to copy me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now you'll see people trying to get in this lane. And it ain't for them.
It ain't for them.
It ain't natural. I naturally pay attention to sports. I love sports. I'm a fan of sports, period. It's just like everybody on here, we got our own favorite teams, right? I like the Lakers.
Yeah.
I like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But ain't neither one of them been in the championship in a long time. Like,
right.
The Lakers ain't.
Come on, now, hold on. We want to do it 2020, all right?
They call it the bubble ring.
They call us the bubble ring.
But I take it. I take the ring. But the Cowboys ain't won since '95.
No doubt. Trash.
But super trash. Every Super Bowl after that, we haven't been in it, but we watch it though. We definitely.
Fans. America's team.
I think it's dope. I watched one of your shows where you talked about the thing that happened to Stephen A. Smith and LeBron, and you gave one of the best perspectives in terms of coming from a father perspective. You know, you would have ran up on him. You know, but also coming from Stephen A.'s position of doing his job. You know, just recently, Stephen A. walked back his comments and he said, you know what, I might have been wrong. What are your thoughts in terms of how he switched his position? Because Bronny obviously had a good game against the Bucks. What's your thoughts about that?
I mean, you know, we ain't never put this much emphasis or focus on a 55th pick. Because it's LeBron's son.
That's true. That's true.
You know, rightfully so at the time, we all felt like, you know, he wasn't ready for the NBA.
Right.
I said it. But then I also took a step back and thought about it ain't even about him being ready. It's about his father having power in a white man's world to pull it off.
Ooh, bars.
You know what I'm saying? So just think about that.
Bars, right.
In a white man's league.
Right.
You got a black player that got enough pull and power to say, I know my son ain't good enough.
Right.
I don't give a damn.
He going in.
Y'all gonna draft him in. And give him $8 million.
There you go.
People gonna understand this is a business. Bronny got the #1 selling jersey.
He got he made how much? 40, 50 million already? So, I mean, when you think about what Bron's doing, and he's taking care of his family, he's feeding his family, he's setting a good tone for his family, what it is, he has the right, in my opinion, as a humble father, to come and defend his family.
He can do what he want to do. He ain't kill him.
He ain't kill him.
So I ain't mad.
But he scared the shit out of his ass. So look, Bubba Dub, you invented the word trash.
I ain't invented.
You didn't invent the word trash. Yeah, you made it popular.
Yes.
You made it popular. Where'd that come from?
Just when we all done said the word trash before, man.
Right,
I just put my emphasis on it. That's all. That's all I did, man. And it just
stuck.
It just stuck and just took off, man.
It just stuck.
Here we are today.
That's crazy.
So you know, one of the things, you know, when you think about relationships, Bubba Dub, and you think about, you know, nowadays girls talking about, I got to get the bag, I got to get the guy with the money. And when you think about Instagram and social media, and you know, one of the things that stood out to me that you said is that the IG models, that IG was the AI BBL. You said, I mean, I was on the floor dying. You said these girls on Instagram with the AI BBL, if they get kidnapped, right? And we're trying to find them, we ain't gonna be able to recognize them because all the filters, man. Tell us about the filters in the AI BBL.
You know, I get it. You know, women, you know, some guys do it too. You know, they might have bumps on their face, this, that, and the third. They don't like the way they look, so they want to have no blemishes.
Yeah.
But you're fine just the way you are.
Yeah.
And you know, every day it's a different character with these women. You don't know who it is.
Right.
So she get kidnapped. You don't know what picture or video to get to the law. Well, she left like this, but she might be like you don't know. That's a fact. So, I mean, you know, we live in a world where women, you know, some of them got low self-esteem, and some of the men they date got low self-esteem.
No doubt.
They feel like they got to do all these things to look good and great, and I feel like they don't have to do all that. Just be natural. Just be the way you are. Because you think about these women getting these BBL, they don't even have real navels.
Yeah. Do you think, Bubba Dub, because of social media and the way it's moving now, Do you think that women have now less self-love for themselves?
Yeah. Some of them, I ain't gonna say all of them. Some women out there really love themselves, and that's great. That's what you want them to have. But some of them, they don't. They run to the internet to shake their ass and feel like they got to wear, lingerie online just to get some love. And I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? it ain't gonna make me want to wife you up or be with you like that. Right. I might want to hit, but that's it.
Right? It ain't no long term.
Never. Once I feel it coming them up, it's time to go. Hell no.
Well, here on 88,000, we always celebrate the greatest of all time. We know Bubba Dub's get ready to get on stage right now. We are the ones. So, Bubba, 5 questions, greatest of all time. Big booty or big titties, greatest of all time.
Big booty, man.
Big booty.
Ain't nothing like watching that big booty walk to the restroom, man.
Greatest of all time. Tupac or Biggie?
Come on, Tupac, man.
Tupac?
Oh, man. I the muscle. His legacy right now. Right now. Tupac on right now is going to rock that arena.
It's going to rock that arena.
He gonna tear it down.
And I love Biggie, but Biggie don't make me feel how Pac make me feel, man. It's in the soul.
It's that emotion, right?
Like Tupac with James Brown and everybody all in one, bro.
No doubt.
Don't get me wrong, Biggie had some hits. You know what I'm saying? Biggie's supposed to have some hits.
Right.
His producer was Diggy.
Right.
And Diggy known for hitting. But I gotta roll with Pac, man.
You gotta roll with Pac. All right. Greatest of all time. New York or LA? Uh-oh. That's a tough one.
New York.
New York. Why?
It's the mecca of rap.
Woo!
That's started that, man.
For real.
In LA, they extorting motherfuckers. New York, I ain't never heard about nobody in New York extorting people, making paying fees. So New York, LA niggas want to check in. I'm gonna check in with LAPD. I'm gonna check in with LAPD. Ain't checking in with y'all. No.
Greatest of all time. Richard Pryor or Eddie Murphy?
Richard.
Richard?
He's the blueprint. Eddie took it to another level.
Took it to another level?
Took it to another level.
No doubt. Richard Pryor.
Both of them goats. You can't lose with neither one.
Can't lose with neither
But
one.
you can't get Eddie Murphy if you're going to have Richard.
If you don't have Richard. Okay. All right. Last but not least, greatest of all time. Michael Jordan, LeBron James.
Come on, man. You know I'm going with LeBron. You know I'm rocking with LeBron. Why? Because what he represent. Just what he, from a tadpole.
Yeah.
To a frog.
Had chosen one on his back.
No doubt.
Do you hear me? With a black woman.
Talk about it.
Gotta respect it.
Gotta respect it.
Building school.
Gotta respect it.
Put his homeboys around, even though they were dumb as a box of rocks. Making them dumb than a motherfucker. That's the shit they don't want to talk about. Maverick Rich dumb. Put them through school. Gave him because LeBron didn't go to college.
Right.
So I'm gonna put y'all through school. Y'all gonna learn all that shit. And y'all gonna come back and teach me. And we're gonna be a team.
Wow.
Clutch.
Wow.
It's amazing what LeBron has been able to do. Now we want to go back to basketball. I get it. You might want to say Jordan appears.
Right.
I'm talking about overall.
Yeah.
I gotta go with LeBron.
There you go.
I gotta go with overall with LeBron. Don't forget about Kobe too. His name don't get through in there as much.
Yep.
Right.
Kobe
my number one. Kobe my number one.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
So before we end, Moses, get in with the 80 or 80,000 question.
So Dub, it's 80,000. That's what the podcast is about. Are you living for 80 years on Earth? Meaning that just for the moment, you're just trying to live it up? Or do you want your legacy and your impact to take you well beyond 80,000 years?
Take me beyond this
There you
shit.
go. Talk about it.
It's like I'd rather have a good name than money.
There you go.
And the reason why I say that is like I got 2 girls, right?
Yep.
I can have a bunch of money, but if I'm an asshole and die and don't leave my kids nothing, my kids need help. Y'all ain't gonna want to help my kid because I remember your daddy was ass, so I ain't helping y'all.
Right.
Wow.
I got a great name
Yeah.
and not pass.
Yeah.
And my kids ever need anything, people be more willing to help them, man. You know, when your daddy looked out for such and such and such and such, man, I'm gonna return that, man.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about, having a good name, man. It's not about, we live in the world now where people want to be gangster.
Right.
Like, ain't nothing about being gangster or taking people from their families.
Wow.
Ain't nothing about gangster going to prison.
Wow.
Ain't nothing gangster about that.
Wow.
They always say experience can be the best teacher. It don't have to be.
Right.
I don't have to go to prison. No, it ain't no women in there.
Right.
I know it ain't no women in there.
Right.
Facts.
But we have to learn to control our emotions. Sometimes we get mad, pride get in the way. We want to run and get guns and kill somebody.
Right.
Just for that spur moment, you could have been a good person, but you done got mad and emotionally made a mistake, and you can't bring that back.
You can't bring it back.
So we have to be slow to anger. Take the time out, bro. Calm down for a second. It's okay to whoop somebody's ass.
Right.
But to go and grab something that they can't come back from forever, that's something you can't do. So we have to be mindful of that. And these young children today, we call them young niggas.
Right.
They have no guidance. They don't listen to the OGs no more.
Wow.
Like I was going to the store the other day, a little young nigga pulled up on me, man. Hey OG, I don't mind him calling me OG.
Right.
Hey OG, I need you to give me some cigars so I can smoke me some weed.
Right.
Now the old me, man, you better get your young ass out of here. But I noticed he had a switch.
Okay.
Okay.
So I bought him 2 weeks of supplies of cigars. Mama didn't raise no fool now.
Well, listen, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to 80 or 80,000. Listen, Kevin Hart, trash. Eddie Murphy, trash. Richard Pryor, trash. We got the next king of comedy, and that's the one and only Bubba Dub. Good night, y'all. Y'all better tune in to the comedy show for Mike Epps. It's gonna be insane. If y'all not here at Hampton Coliseum right now, you better get here. Bubba Dub.
ASAP.
Wayne, make sure y'all check out 80,000. That's right, we're live, man. Hey, let's get 80,000. That's what you want. I want the
80,000 midweek drop. For 80,000 midweek drop. 80,000 midweek drop. 80,000 midweek drop.
Talking about the funnest man, you know. I get down with 80,000. These my dog shit.
80,000 midweek drop.